Hi. Uh, I would like to explain how a utility grid works, distribution utility. And for that purpose, I have created a little sample grid, and I have drawn it like from a GIS perspective. GIS means Geographical Information System. It's like, you know, the map. And first I like to tell you a little about what the symbol means here. So if you zoom in here a bit. Okay, can you see this thing now? Yes. Okay. So we have this symbol here, which is a like a red triangle and with a square around. We call this the primary substation. And this is kind of in the distribution world, this is the biggest substation they have. It looks something like this. It might also be inside a building, but normally it looks like this is air isolated substation. So this is a quite big one. Runs 60,000 volts or something like that. Then we have another kind of substation, which we call a secondary substation. And this is the one that is important in the app, because this is the one they have a lot of these. Don't have that many of these, but them here they have thousands of these. And these substations typical look like this picture here. You can see it's like a box, and we call it a kiosk, substation kiosk. And inside there's some equipment, and this is the equipment we have to be able to view and revise in the app. And then finally we have something called cable boxes, and the symbol for that in the GIS looks like this. And here in the picture you can see, if you open a cable box, we have the bus bar here, one bus bar, and there's some cable going in and out. This is some few switch disconnectors here, typical connected to some customers. So you already have created functionality for this guy. So I will not talk much about the cable box. In the diagram, there's some red lines here, and that's what we call the medium voltage network. And when we do like this dashed here, it typically means it's a cable. Normally we use cables in medium voltage network. Sometimes it can be overhead line, but it's very few left. So it's cables. And the reason we call it medium volts and not like 10 kilovolts or 12 kilovolt and 50 kilovolt is because there can be, many kind of voltage level used in medium volts. So it's better just to call it medium volts. And then of course the app should be able to tell, what voltage level it is. But when we talk generally about it, we just say the rest of here is medium volts. And it works like the big substation here, the primary substation. They actually transform the voltage from higher level, like 60,000 volt, to 10 kV or 12 kV or 15 kV, medium volts. And the power will run down to the secondary substation and to the next secondary substation and so forth. And so the secondary substation is connected like in pearls on a string. So there can be one primary substation can be connected to maybe 50, 100 secondary substations. So, okay. Then the blue stuff here is the cable boxes, but also we have the blue dashed line here. That's what we call the low voltage cables, and they run typical, what we say 0.4 kilovolt, that's 400 volts, that's the consumer level voltage. But you probably know that's like 240 volts. But when you are in the utility, you call it like this because this is the voltage between two phases. But that doesn't matter. This is what is the voltage level that's coming into the houses. And sometimes we run some other kind of voltage level too. It's typical something to do with windmills and stuff like that. So just to tell that when we say low voltage, it can be different kind of voltage level here too, but 99% of it is 0.54 kilovolt. Okay, so I also wrote that the high voltage cable here, but I actually didn't draw any. I forgot that. So the high voltage cable is coming into the primary substation. So I just forgot to draw them. Okay. So if we take the picture here again, what happens here is the medium voltage power comes into this secondary substation, and inside that there will be what we call a power transformer that will transform the voltage from medium voltage to low voltage, for example from 10 kV, 10,000 watt to 400 watt. And then there will be some low voltage cable going out of this substation to some cable boxes. It can be many cable boxes. Now I just drawn a few ones, and these cable boxes are connected to houses and office buildings and so forth. So, and I have created like this example, and then we will try to look into these, try open this one up and see how will this one look like if it's connected like this inside. And so that's the idea with the example here. So I think this is like an overview of how the network is connected. Any question?